Okay, this is kind of awesome and sad at the same time. Sad because I never picked up the Genesis Mini. I have actually not have picked it up yet. I have the NES Mini, the Super Nintendo Mini, and the PS1 Mini. Unfortunately, I do not have the Sega Genesis Mini. Um, I don't. I've been more focusing with my Switch games than getting the Sega Genesis Mini. But hearing a Dreamcast Mini, um, there could be good things about all this. To pick the best games for it, however, um, can be something. Because I will have to say I think the best Dreamcast game is the Resident Evil 2. Or the Resident Evil 3, my bad. Because I'm such a big Resident Evil person. But we're going to go into this article and actually read this. Now, I don't know if this is true because Sega hasn't really announced this, but it's a possibility. But at the same time, you're talking about the Dreamcast that was out with the GameCube and out with the PS2, right? It was a Dreamcast game, yeah. Um, it was 3 consoles and the Xbox, so 4 consoles. So N64 didn't get released, and are they skipping the Saturn? Think about that. Are they skipping the Saturn and going straight to the Dreamcast? That's kind of eh. So let's just read this and see what we think. Following the release of Sega Genesis Mini and the Game Gear Micro in Japan, rumors are beginning to surface that the next gen mini treatment will be Dreamcast. I kind of worry about Saturn, but interview with Sega's Mini Chief talked about what fans could expect the next mini system from the company to be. His response translated by saying, I think next one we will go concept with the Mega Drive Mini. Concept of the, if I have to say names, it'll be SG-1000 Mini or Dreamcast Mini. The obscure SG-1000 was limited release home video game. Oh, you cannot forget about the Sega Pinko. Even though it wasn't great, that also came out. And the 32X. I mean, granted, like in the Sega CD, like I like they had those little attachments for the Mini, but there wasn't really anything. So, like if they do a Sega CD Mini and all that stuff, like combine that with the Sega 32X, like I think you should start there instead of skipping to the Dreamcast. Let me just keep reading. Let me just keep reading instead of interrupting. Chrono, however, stated that the next Mini system will take some time to produce. The Game Gear Micro is only sold domestically in Japan. When we do the next one, I feel like the project scope will be much bigger as we gaze upon the world. So we won't be able to release it at this time, year or 2 years, Mega Drive Mini. We can make it quickly though. So, and here's the comments. Heck yeah, Instant Cop vs. Moon and Jet Set Radio, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Power Stone 2, that's a good game. What do I think about this? I already said earlier, they're missing out on the 32X, the CD, and the Saturn. Like, you're skipping those systems straight to the Dreamcast. You know, granted, this is the last official Sega's console. You know, this was their hoorah and saying, like, here's goodbye to Sega. You know, they still make games, but they don't make, like, actual systems anymore. But to me, I think they should at least make like a Sega 32X CD combined actual mini to make that an actual mini, because like give or take, you know, there are that, like, it's bad, but think about it, there are some good games on them. There are some good exclusives games. So skipping that to the Dreamcast just kind of bothers me, and I feel like people will probably be saying, you know, Also, we have a Genesis Mini and a Dreamcast Mini. Where's Saturn? I feel like a lot of people will sit there and ask that. Where's the Saturn Mini? Like, where is it? Like, is it out there in space? Like, where is it? Where is it? You know, unfortunately, I do not have the Genesis Mini. Um, I was gonna pick it up, but instead I picked up a Nintendo Switch. Um, you know, granted, I do have the minis. I haven't been using them or anything. I feel like I want to get back and actually use them and actually plug them in. Sometime soon. Don't know when actually. But I definitely should. Definitely, 100%. Whenever I actually find the time. But it just kind of throws me off. It's an amazing idea, but I feel like it's gonna take time to produce and then pick in how many games they want to put on this platform. Like you have the Marvel vs. Capcom, the Power Stone, the Resident Evil. I mean, you gotta say hello to the Resident Evil fans that are out there. There was also another good game for the Dreamcast. I'm not remembering. Sonic Adventure 2. That was on the Dreamcast. It was on the GameCube, but that game is also on the Dreamcast. Great game. But there are some great games, but I don't know what they'll put. I can actually discuss that in another video. Because I haven't put my thoughts down. I can discuss on um like the top 20 games that should be on the menu of like my opinions on what I think should be on the menu. If y'all want to hear something like that, please comment down below. I could definitely do something like that. But they said that will take a while. Only the Game Gear Micro is only released in Japan. It has not released overseas, so keep that in mind. Tell me what y'all think about this. Would you be excited for this, or does this kind of weird you out and going like, is there gonna be a Saturn Mini? Like, does Sega do not care about the Sega Saturn? Um, Let me know if your thoughts down in below. Till then, I'll see you guys, girls, next time.